Hey, it's Jon Ritchie here at Sports Radio 94 WIP Studios, and I'm talking Cardinals Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles have a weapon in LeGarrette Blount, and they're finally utilizing him. LeGarrette Blount is a dragon in the seven kingdoms of Westeros because he shifts the odds of battle. Last week, yes, only 16 carries, but he pulverized people. I mean, this offensive line is doing them a lot of favors. They're creating gigantic holes, big enough for a 250-plus pound back to find his way through. But he's got this incredible vision and balance and foot quickness. It doesn't make sense for a guy that big to be able to, put his hand down on the ground to regain balance repeatedly, to be able to juke people as well as run them over. And then he showed speed as well. I love him as a player. I admire him. And I know what that does to a defense. I know how it demoralizes them when you just can't stop the run. And this Eagles offensive line has finally come together. It's taken a month. But now, all these combo blocks on the inside zone, they're getting a better feel, for the guy next to them. And they're climbing to that second level. They're covering up color and they're doing a great job of being athletic, but also working in concert with one another. Everything's coming together. It makes everything easier for Carson Wentz because now the play action works. Now the run pass options, where he's sticking the ball in the belly of his back, determining whether to give it to him, whether to keep it himself, or whether to pull the ball out and look to Alshon Jeffrey run in a slant. There can be a huge void in the middle of this Cardinals defense because those linebackers have to respect their run. And LeGarrette Blount, and Wendell Smallwood for that matter, and Corey Clement for that matter. The run game is working, and it's working well. Carson Wentz, his efficiency, his decision making, they've been impeccable. He's precocious, a young quarterback who is wise beyond his years. And he's getting them in the right plays offensively to take what the defense allows. This Cardinals defense is good. They're athletic. They're creative. But I don't think they can fool this guy. It's amazing that he is as advanced as he has shown already this season. The Cardinals offense is not balanced. Carson Palmer is a pocket passer who is no longer very fleet of foot and sort of immobile in the pocket. And his offensive line stinks. He was hit 16 times last week by the 49ers. He was absolutely mauled in the pocket. And now this Eagles defensive line, they've faced quarterbacks 2 weeks in a row who've been getting rid of the ball quickly. Carson Palmer doesn't necessarily he'll hold that thing back there. He'll take some licks. And I think this Eagles defense will make him pay for that. Fans in Philadelphia remember Temple's Hassan Reddick, who was a first-round pick. He's converted from rush, edge, linebacker, or defensive end at Temple to inside linebacker for the Cardinals. He's coming home, and they may end up having to move him from the inside back to the outside because of injury. So I expect his return to be emotional, and I expect him to make an impact on this game. But really, the matchup favors the Eagles in so many ways. The Cardinals offense is not balanced because of the loss of David Johnson, one of the best running backs in the league. He's out with a wrist injury. They lean heavily on Carson Palmer, and Carson Palmer has a bunch of injured wide receivers aside from Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald will be the focal point. They will push the ball in his direction. Will the Eagles' young cornerbacks be able to match the veteran savvy of a guy that he knows what he's doing out there? Catches everything thrown his way. I think he's got a lot of tricks in his back pocket that Jordan Mills and Rasul Douglas will have to handle. The Eagles have hit their stride and they're controlling the game in the trenches. Offensive line, defensive line. I don't think the Cardinals can hang. That means the Eagles win this one 31-19.